Hi, my name is Camacho-Villalon, and today I'll be talking to you about participatory culture. Participatory culture is a culture where everyone is able to participate. It's a space, or an infinity space, as Henry Jenkins calls it, in which people are free to create and share one's creations. People are able to learn from each other and can create a community from it through online interactions. In a participatory culture, it is a culture that has relatively low barriers to artistic expression and civic engagement, has a very strong support for creating and sharing one's creations, has informal membership whereby what is known by experienced participants is passed along to novices, and members believe that their contributions matter. Henry Jenkins compared both structured learning like standardized testing versus modern communication and technological integration. Students today are having an issue between the gaps of the older generations and the current generations who utilize modern technologies in their everyday lives and find themselves not benefiting as much from standardized traditional ways of learning. Mimi Ito talks about how students learn through interest-driven activities and friendship-driven space, such as those in a participatory culture, and how students learn in a more engaging environment that they actually enjoy immersing themselves in. There are different types and benefits of participatory culture. The different types are affiliations, expressions, collaborative problem solving, and circulations. Affiliations are the memberships, both formal and informal, in online communities centered around various forms of media. Expressions are producing new creative forms. Collaborative problem solving is working together in teams to complete tasks and to develop new knowledge. And circulations are shaping the flow of media, such as how media is transferred and shared with each other. The different benefits to participatory culture are peer-to-peer learning, an increased attitude toward intellectual property, the diversification of cultural expression, the development of skills valued in the modern workplace, and the empowerment of the conception of citizenship. My reaction to the readings and videos that we have just reviewed are that I generally agree with the content, for they support a progressive and inclusive pedagogy and teaching method. It's interesting to think about the gap between traditional ways of learning and teaching and how we now are trying to implement technologies to evolve the education system. It's essential to have the opportunity to utilize resources available to us that we can then apply it to real-world situations, because eventually traditional ways of teaching and the content taught will eventually become obsolete or outdated. Technology evolves as our ways of life will too, along with it. I believe that it's important to foster creative expression and encourage teaching through interest-driven activities, because I personally have experienced and can confirm the struggle of finding a balance between learning and receiving the teachings of what I am personally interested versus the traditional teachings from older generations. Overall, the readings and videos have allowed me to be exposed to these concepts and how pedagogies in our lives, which are surrounded by education, are affected by technology. Thank you.